Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute pleasure to welcome you here to the finals of our 2023 music competitions. We had last weekend, we had our faculty-based classes adjudicated externally, 3 different age groups. We had the 11s and unders, who we've already had the finals for, the 15s and unders, and the 18s and unders. And the winners of each of those category classes are the people that you see in front of you today, winners or runners-up. And we're absolutely delighted that they're here, and we're very excited to hear them perform. Big welcome, please, to our adjudicator, Dr. Nicholas Scott-Burt. You can read all about him on the back of the programme. He's a very distinguished musician, and I'm also lucky enough to be able to call him a friend. He is also a fantastic person, because we had a different adjudicator until yesterday lunchtime when I got an email saying, "I'm really sorry, I can't come, I'm really, really ill." And I thought, "Oh!" for a second. And then I called up Nick, and he said straight away, "Yes, of course, I'll come and help you out." And I'm delighted, actually. I think we're going to have even more fun tonight. So thank you very much for being here, and we look forward to hearing your wise words at the end. Just a little plea, please. We are recording this evening, and when it's been sorted out, it will be on our YouTube channel. So if I can ask, please, no recording and no photographs during the concert, please. Let the students do their concentrating and enjoy the moment. It's been a lot in the press this week, hasn't it? The idea of being in the moment rather than photographing it. And it's our foundation policy here that we don't allow photographs and videos. So just enjoy it. There will be photos and video done for the end of it. In which case, I think that's all I've got to say. So let's get on with the show. Sabrina, are you ready? Okay, Sabrina, everybody.
Hello, I'm Easher and I'll be playing the first movement from Francis Poulenc's Clarinet Sonata.
Hello, my name is David and I will be singing Lost in the Waves by Kooman and Dimond.
At the edge of the Atlantic, I can't bring myself to swim. I've choked back the tears for these past few years, drowning in shadows of him. The waves etch out a pattern long after they're gone. The lines that they trace, they quickly erase, but something's still lingering on. Lost in the waves, I am lost in the waves. No one but me and the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves. A vision in the moonlight, a family on the beach, a boy on his own by the undertow throne, far beyond his father's reach. He's caught in a riptide. A man has to choose. There's a race to be won for the life of his son, but someone has to lose. Lost in the waves, he was lost in the waves. Salt water burns, the tide always turns when you're lost in the waves. Now I'm the one sinking. There's no solid ground, and I can't help thinking I'm the one who has drowned. Now knee deep in the water, I feel my father's touch, and though fully grown, I've still never known how to love someone that much. Lost in the waves, I am lost in the waves. No one but me and the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm going to be playing the first and second movement of Ravel's Sonata.
I'm Ryan and I'll be playing Chanson Bohème.
My name is Jay, and today I'm going to be performing Country Fires. This piece of music has 3 sections: one drumstick section, one brush section, and another drumstick section. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to sing Party Dress from the musical Henry and Mudge, words and music by Kerrigan and Louderman.
Did you see my party dress? This morning I was feeling dressy. Mother thinks I'll get it messy, but she cannot see where I have spilled. I spilled here, and here, and here, and here. Oh no, that was chair on his shoes, in her hair, but it wasn't on my party dress. John Michael once made fun of soccer, so I shoved him in a locker. I play soccer and I play the flute. I do art and discovery camp and tumbling and flea ball, and I play piano every night. My dad says I'm a prodigy, but I said I would rather be the FBI or CIA, a secret spy who saves the day. And when I finish shaving it, I'll play Ode to Joy in Jump Joe, Frère Jacques, Allegro the Pachelbel Canon, and also this song I wrote. La 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 la. It has words I must buy, and it's really fun. And I wear a cape. And did you see my party dress? When I do pirouettes in Brussels, I buy all my clothes in Brussels. Dad says that's where Brussels sprouts are from. I've taught Brussels and Paris and Vienna, and this one time we pretended to go to Rome, but we went to Iceland. And in Iceland, my dad presided over an international corporate trade union. Oops. That was secret. And we saw the Reykjavik Ballet. My dance classes on Saturday, Miss Moore and Miss Lisa say I'm much more bright than I admit. I shall sing right, it's very clear that I'll be in the night mechanics team. As a mouse, then a soldier, then a kitty king, or a marzipan, then a Russian, or an angel, or a Polly Chanel. Let me dance to this song, 'cause I wrote it so well. It goes, I will dance until I play all the parts in the great ballet. Sing with me, I will do a turn and another turn. Mother says I'll quit. I will never quit. I will do a split. And I guess that's it. Oh, and one day when I'm president, my bedtime will be very late, so I'll have time to legislate the kind of laws I think are cool. I'll pass laws to banish you, and then I'll love the countries that I rule. You'll be peaceful and happy and comfortable and satin and pretty and pretty and lacy and sunny and perfect and big like mine.
Hi, I'm Felipe, and today I'll be playing the gun by Earnest Bloch.
I'm going to be performing Only Other Than No Color by Easher.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be performing Sonatine by Easher.
Good evening, I'm unsure. I'll be playing Chess Piece by David Hetz.
I've one word to say. Wow. My goodness. I didn't know 36 hours ago I was going to be doing this tonight. What a fantastic opportunity for me to have been given to hear you guys playing at the top of your game, every single one of you, playing and singing, I should say. It's been an absolute privilege for me to come and listen to you tonight. It's been an absolute nightmare for me to decide who was better than somebody else, which is, you know, an inexact science anyway, and it boils down to some very, 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 very tiny distinctions between one performance and another, which I have to say are all subjective. You know, a different adjudicator might come with a different result. So I try to be quite clinical about it in a way, put my examiner head on, and try and listen to all the component parts of what you're doing and whether they come together to produce a whole which is greater than the sum of those parts. And some of them really, really did. And all of them absolutely came together as incredible performances, every single one of you. I'll say a couple of little things. I'm not going to talk for a long time because you all want to know the results, you want to get home. But I'll say a couple of little things. Performing, as you all know, I think, is not just about getting the notes and the rhythm right, and it's not just about putting some dynamics in, it's not about standing in front of people and everything. There has to be a whole kind of stage presence that you have with that if you want to do it, because you're selling your soul to the audience, okay? There should be nothing the audience doesn't know about you by the time you've finished. You have no secrets as a performer. It's all laid bare for everybody. Okay, so you have to come on, have this aura about you and say, here I am, I'm me, deal with it, everybody else, and you do your thing. Most of you did that. One of the ways you can help yourself to do that is not to hide behind the music stand. Okay, there are a couple of instances where the music stand was about this height, where I was sitting in the front row, which is a shame because it meant I couldn't see you as well as I'd like to. Some of you would perform with no music at all, and if you have the confidence to do that, it's not necessarily necessary. That's too many necessary, isn't it? You don't absolutely have to perform from memory. I quite often don't perform from memory because I don't trust my memory most of the time. But if you can, it just adds a little something to that overall package, and it kind of takes away a virtual barrier between you and the people you are communicating with. So think about that. You're still right down the bottom end of your careers, which are going to go up and up and up and up and up. And if you start like this, my goodness, you're going to go a long, long way. Every single one of you. So that's general stuff. What I'm going to do is talk about, you say a couple of things about each performer in the order that you played. Okay? I hope it's in the order you played. I don't think I've mixed these up. So we started with Sabrina on the cello. Where's Sabrina? Hello, Sabrina. And you played a beautiful Mendelssohn song without words. This was very detailed and expressive. It was confident, even technical control, beautifully projected tone, full range of dynamic colour. I love dynamic colour. You know, if you've got an instrument like a cello, you can get so much out of it. You can get so quiet, you get really loud, you can get the richness of tone, you can get that ethereal quality, you've got all those things. And a complete commitment to the music. I thought you were one with that piece of music. A real understanding of the stylistic and idiomatic features. So that was fantastic. Easher, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Easher, clarinet. You played the Poulenc, didn't you? Yes. Not just a hobbies. A lot of very quick notes in that. You played them with great musical assurance. Poulenc, I think, is quite a subtle composer. I always think Poulenc's winking at you. There's a kind of underlying humour. There's a few composers write music with a sense of humour. Haydn was one. Any piece by Haydn, you can feel him winking at you. The Bill Bailey of his day. Poulenc also, but he was very French as well, so you know, it's all part of his package. And you kind of got that darkness and Frenchness, the black coffee kind of idea coming across there, and it was great. Loads and loads of detail, loads of really, really secure, very hard passages, lots of dynamics again, and you carried it all off with amazing skill. If I have one little criticism, sometimes the tone got a little bit tight in the top end when you're playing really loudly, which is just a feature of the clarinet and really hard to control. But something worth working on, because if you can you have also some beautiful sweetness in the more lyrical passages, and if you can make that consistent across the range, so you can do both ends of that spectrum with equal confidence, then that is wonderful. David, where's David? You sang, so I've just lost the title. Lost in the Waves, of course, yeah, okay. A real sweetness and captivating emotional quality, I wrote, was my first sentence. I thought that was absolutely lovely. Wholly engaging. The room behind you was absolutely silent in a way I don't think it was in any other performance, actually, because you just held the audience in the palm of your hand and you sang to every one of us and made us feel like we were the only person in the room. I've got a little lump in my throat at one point. Okay. There was maybe still room for a little more rise and fall through each of the phrases. You had an amazing dynamic range. When you came up to that climax in the middle A, and got louder and more impassioned at that point, you showed what a voice was there, my goodness. Sometimes within the phrases you could just make it contour a little bit more, and that would just enhance what is already there, but you could make even more of. Which one's upside down? There we are. Laura! Where's Laura? Over there! What's wrong direction? Hello, Laura. Okay, you played the bell, didn't you? Yes, the Son of Tina. 2 movements of it, so that's a long note, wasn't it? I was glad it was me sitting there and you sitting there, because if it was me sitting there, that wouldn't be so good. So 2 moves to talk about, so I've written quite a lot here, because it had to squeeze in. There was a graceful musicality always present. That's my first sentence here. You did take a couple of bars to get into your stride today, didn't you? It didn't quite gel from the first note. From about bar 2, it was all right. But you know, we will have moments like that. They don't matter, actually. They don't matter in the least. Beethoven, heard of him? He was in Beethoven. Beethoven said, I know this because I saw it on Facebook, so I know it to be true. Beethoven said, wrong notes are inconsequential, but to play without passion is unforgivable. Now, I don't know if he actually said that or not, but it's a jolly good maxim, actually. You know, nobody minds a wrong note, everyone's rooting for you. I've played more wrong notes than you've had at dinners, probably. Today. So, you know, I let the wobble at the beginning, it didn't matter at all, it was beautiful. Fantastic rubato when you were playing, loved your rubato. 1 or 2 places where just make sure within that stretching of the time you're still really, really aware of the pulse, otherwise it just might sound like it's not losing its way, but not as steady as it could be from a sort of directional point of view. Loads of detail. Second movement. It's a minuet, isn't it, the second movement? Ravel does this, he puts these dances in, and you know, the whole dance floor is very kind of measured and elegant and poised, and yet you still need to be able to put an element of rubato into it, to get the balance between that very sort of elegant poise and the sort of expressive push and pull you want to put in it is really hard, very, very hard. You did it really well, most of the time. Okay, so that was really good. Yeah, fantastic. Ryan, euphonium, where's Ryan? Okay, and you played Chanson Bone by Bizet. Loved your hush dynamics right at the beginning. That tiny little sound you managed to get out of such a big instrument with such good focus and really clear articulation on that as well. And you know, the rest of the movement sort of flowered out of that, so it was lovely to hear that. And you always had a good sense of character throughout the whole of that. Jai? Yeah. Drum kit. Very solid and unshaken pulse was what I wrote here. You know, you were absolutely spot on. If we had a metronome going, even one that you couldn't hear, you would have been absolutely with that all the way. It was really, really tight. Within that, you've got quite a full range of tone and dynamics in a way that we don't always associate with drum kits. Okay? Just watch out when you get the rhythm with where you get the crotchet and it's the accent on the end of 2. Okay? It's a slight hint of rush occasionally. I mean, it was fractional, but noticeable was. Not you notice that. Okay, Josephine. Where's Josephine? There. My first sentence. It was all there. Okay. Technically quite a hard song, I think, but you had every aspect of it. Pitch, rhythm, character, detail, dynamic, expressive range and nuance, facial expression, drama and comedy. All of those things were there, and they were there in bucket loads. Okay, is that another performance which held the audience in the palm of its hand, I think. Wonderful just to see such confidence and such characterisation in a room such as this. That I felt like I was in a professional theatre somewhere, listening to that, watching that, so fantastic. Very, very well done. Felipe. Ditto. You played without music, which, you know, really enhanced your entire sense of performance. You stood there, you said, this is me, this is my violin, this is block, this is what we do, bang, off it went. And you you were right on top of everything there. Very, very committed, very absorbing, high level of technical mastery. Even through that really tricky chromatic double stopping, your intonation was pretty much spot on. As much as you ever hear it, you had a great assurance in your rubato. If I had to be hypercritical, in some of the very rapid scale passages there was a slight loss of clarity. I noticed it twice, once at the beginning, once at the end. Okay, but fractional, as we say, you don't mind it, the passion's there all the way through. So that was also very, very lovely. Robin Jarvis, where's Robin? Robin, I'll tell you a secret, okay? In a previous life, I was a trombonist. And I played that very piece. I didn't play as well as you. You did not want to hear me play the trombone on the keyboard. It's not a pleasant experience. I did when I was at school, and that was one of my class pieces. So I know that quite well, though I haven't heard it for about 40 years. I loved your sentimental opening, you know, that lovely sort of slow melody. It's sort of making fun of itself a little bit, isn't it, that? Beautiful tone on that. Just be careful of notes going mwah, mwah. They do that a bit on trombones. If you're not careful, there's a sort of inherent crescendo in it. And once you become aware of it, you can sort of control that a little bit better. But that was the only little thing there. Once you got to the main body of the piece, with those fantastically sounding, it really did sparkle. So that was fantastic. Some of your quicker tonguings, you maybe just need to coordinate a little bit better now and again, just to get the absolute clarity. But fantastic. Flo.
Hello.
Hello. Lovely to hear this Puccini. A heartfelt performance I wrote here. You stood there and you just gave it to us. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful of early 20th century operatic arias. That first time I ever heard it was in a film. Room with a View, it was in that, wasn't it? It was cue to come up singing in that, and I fell in love with it at that stage, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful song, and you gave it all the attention it needed. Beautiful, beautiful top register you've got with the top notes, absolutely spot on. If I had, again, to be hypercritical, middle, lower range, there's a slight inconsistency of tone there. It hasn't quite got the richness that you've got elsewhere, but you know, that's something that takes time to develop. I want to hear you sing that again when you're 25. Okay? Joseph. Where's Joseph? There, Joseph Geary, flautist extraordinaire. What a great piece, do to you. Amazing piece. I'm not a flautist, but it looked really hard to me. A lot of it, people, is in 7/8, that's 7 beats in a bar. I was on hold to the first direct, no, it was the Ring customer service the other day. And they, I'll just put you on hold, sir. And usually the on hold music's ghastly, isn't it? They had this really good little rhythm thing going. I was sitting there trying to work it out. So it was going. It was 7 plus 9. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I was just kind of getting into the groove of that and say, hello. Can I help you? And I said, yeah, what's the time signature? I said, what do you mean, don't you know? It's on your phone. Anyway, I digress. So, a lot of it was in 7/8 time, and actually to maintain a metre of 7, for bars and bars and bars and bars, when it's syncopated as well and it ties across the bar, it's a really, really hard thing to do. You absolutely feel it in your body. And you did it with complete and utter confidence. Amazing. Just a little loss of clarity of tone sometimes in your very utmost register. And the trouble with that is that it means there's a slight delay in the note sounding. It's not immediate, and that can affect the coordination a little bit as well. And there's some of those really rapid figurations when they're kind of up above the high G. And that was just noticeable occasionally. Again, a tiny reservation in what was otherwise an absolutely sparkling performance. And Ayeka, wasn't it? It was Ayeka. Chopin. I love this Chopin not one of the most often played ones, is it there? Chopin's really subtle, because Chopin doesn't sound like any other composer. You know, hear a bit of Tchaikovsky, it could be Schumann, hear a bit of Schumann, it could be Mendelssohn, hear a bit of Mendelssohn, it could even be early Wagner. But Chopin is completely on his own. And you really have to know that music to make it work, and you did. Every little nuance of it, you understood how the rubato worked. You understood how the balance between left and right worked, between the sort of triptych accompaniment and the very sustained melody over the top of it, and all those little arabesque figurations which have about 1 million notes in them. You did brilliantly. People, the very last bar that Ayaka played, the left hand's in 6. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simultaneously, the right hand's in 7. If there's anybody, apart from that lady in the room, who can beat 6 against 7, I'll give you a fiver. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that takes us to Anshul and his amazing marimba. Where's Anshul? They're amazing, aren't they, marimbas? I couldn't fit one in my house when I get through the door. Yeah, very precise, detailed, accurate playing. Absolutely rhythmical. You had all the tonal variations. I loved all the double sticking stuff, all the different intervals. There was maybe 2 or 3 slightly misplaced notes, which you were aware of and I was aware of because I had a score in front of me, but nobody else would know. It doesn't matter. Okay. Great piece performed with absolute sparkle. That was a real tour de force of performance energy, I thought. So brilliant, brilliant. All of you are fantastic. I have to choose a winner. Loughborough Senior Young Musician of the Year 2023 is Ayaka.
Well done to all of you. Do you want to just have a seat for a second? Yes. I'd like to say a couple of thanks. These things don't happen on their own. I think a notable thanks this evening has to be our accompanist, Miss Reinhardt, Melanie. But it means a lot to us, and thank you. But not just Melanie tonight, also our grad assistant, Hoy, did some accompanying, and also Mr. Morris, who's hiding. An enormous thank you must go to this man here. That was fantastic adjudication. I never really laughed that much in adjudications, but it was really wonderful. It's been really lovely working with you today. Thank you so much again for helping us out. make our jobs worthwhile. Keep working hard. We love working with you. Musicians, thank you. I'd like to thank our instrumental staff and our teachers. I'd also like to thank parents, without whom they wouldn't be at the places they're meant to be at the times they're meant to be at them. They wouldn't do their practicing when they're meant to do their practicing. Without you, this wouldn't all happen. So to our music staff and to parents, thank you very much.